How we doing, everybody? Yes, work has actually been easy on me. For the first time in 3 weeks, I've been on time. I'm under the weather, but every time you see this right here, every time I see my co-host here getting more orange by the day, so it seems, on top, of course.
I don't know why it just shows up so fuzzy for me.
But it's always a good time when you're around, Teach. Always is.
Yeah, but like
That
quality.
being said, we have a lot to go over today. And some of the stuff, well, it might be controversial. It might be, I don't know. It could be a couple of things. It definitely acquired taste for some as well. Got a lot of stuff to try tonight.
A lot of stuff
Teach,
to try tonight.
you go first. We got a couple things. What do you want to go with first?
Firstly, what I want to go with is if you haven't watched it yet, go watch last week's episode with Mr. Jordan Bishop of Drink Freshen Up. We had a wonderful experience bringing him onto the show. Fantastic gentleman, very knowledgeable, very humble. Many viewers loved watching it. Ourselves, we had a blast filming it. We stuck around even after the podcast for like an hour and a half just talking to him about anything and everything like caffeine related. So for real, one of our best special guests we've had yet. Go check out that episode 61. That was last week's episode. Highly recommend it. Very informative.
And listen, I know we've had Price on. I know we've had Shock. I know we've had Big Sin on. I mean, dude, all those guys are freaking great guys, but I mean, Jordan is probably my favorite guest so far.
I mean, even Relly hit me up like the day after, and he's like, man, is journalism and talking, like, you're supposed to ask the hard questions. And he's like, I asked the hard questions, and the man already had it ready. Like, this doesn't feel right.
Dude, we were attempting to play checkers, and I think I had hard questions. Like, if you bring somebody onto this show, onto this program, and say, hey, how long does it take to do a flavor? And he goes, oh, well,
10 days.
It's complicated. And he goes 10 days. We're going, what? Go to any company. Doesn't matter if it's soda. Doesn't matter if it's energy. Doesn't matter what it is. Because we heard that took Shock Daddy to take 2 years. Now, granted, majority of that was artwork. You go to Glitch Eye. They said, we've been working on this flavor for over a year. Now, granted, I haven't tried it, but based on experience with their formula, I think it'll be dog shit. But that's not the point. All this time to make flavors, and he goes, if I really wanted to make a one-off of something, I probably could. But to make a new flavor and released, 10 days. That's crazy talk to everybody. And by the way, I'm not sure if we mentioned the, the patent number
part?
Yeah. We can?
I wouldn't per se, but let's just say there are some companies dipping into the wrong pots.
Let's just say that excuse me. Let's just say that Jordan is more ahead of the game than we think. We'll just say it off that. I don't want to get in trouble. He's a good guy. He invited me into the Discord to freshen up. And so since we're on the topic, right, here's what I could mention from the Discord is if you are in the Freshen Up Discord, there is a tab. And obviously Jordan looks for this. There's a tab that goes ideas for Freshen Up. And here's what I said here. This was the 9th. This was a couple days ago. Legit question. Could Freshen Up make a cheaper metal shaker, but with the quality unlike some other energy drink companies? Ice shaker is nice, but $40 for one is a little steep. And another topic that we will get onto is what's been going on with another company's metal shaker. And I'm very alarmed because some people are using actual detailing chemicals to get rid of the rust. And dude, it's where you put your mouth, toxic chemicals. Like, I don't know. I use Fabuloso when I work maintenance. I'm not putting my mouth on the lid. When the thing's empty, I'm not making my G-Fuel in there. Like, come on. I don't know if you had a empty bottle of Windex, would you throw Gatorade in there and say,
I
"Oh,
don't
okay, it's
know.
fine"? I think it's the same thing. It's like, why would you shit where you eat?
What did they
Awful.
reply with?
Jordan replied and said, "I'll let you know, but most likely, yes."
Did they post up the episode in there?
This was a couple days afterwards. Let me actually see. I think it was posted all around. I just got to see the actual. Let's see, a week from today. I see some from the 6th. Obviously, you know how Discord scrolling is so it's deep to say the least. I'm pretty sure it was, but I can't find it.
Gotcha.
So moving forward, I am getting a package being sent here very soon. And he asked me for my IRL name on the package and said, "Don't worry, I got you."
Oh man, I even sent my info, but I haven't received anything back. What the hell?
Well, I did place an order that night. I got myself a sticker, a couple star packs, and I did order the Raven's Blood. Just because that smooth strawberry, you know.
We'll have to see.
I'm very excited to try on the show. Very. But that being said, Teach, lead the way. We got a couple things to try tonight. What do you got?
We have a lot, and I think we can start off with the one that we both technically have in front of us. When these came out, our mod Ty actually tried them and was like, "Yo, these actually taste pretty good. You guys should check them out." And for those that didn't know, there's a brand that's been forever around in many industries called Gatorade. Gatorade has recently made a caffeinated beverage called Fast Twitch. And for reference, this is a T. This is an F. This is not the FaZe Clan logo. They do look different.
Close enough. We do have a FaZe Clan leak of what's to come at the end of the month later. So for those who are subscribed to the YouTube and watch it, where if it's live or watch the video later, you will see a surprise. So I got the Glacier Freeze and you have the Cool Blue, I'm assuming?
I have Cool Blue, Orange, and Strawberry Watermelon.
Why don't you just do the Cool Blue you have in your hand for the hell of it?
I mean, I'll do them all, but I'll let you go first so I can get clips of everything and edit
so
it later.
I'm a little under the weather. I have been for the last couple days, but taste isn't that bad. Let me just. Wow, that's a firm seal on that. All right, smell test. Why does this smell
like Gatorade?
No, it doesn't.
No.
A little odd. It's got this earthier tone to it, but cheers.
Now, for reference to everybody, these are only 5 calories a bottle, 160 milligrams of sodium, 0 protein, 0 sugar, 50 milligrams of potassium, 1.7 micrograms of B6, and 2.4 micrograms of B12. And 200 milligrams.
Now, I like Gatorade and I drink a lot of Gatorade, but this is definitely different.
Yeah. And you're trying the Glacier Freeze.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but I don't know. Try yours. Tell me what you think. Because something's a little off. I'm not sure if it's me or if I gotta, try this at a different time and mine's incomplete because of my sinuses. I don't know.
So first up, Fast Twitch Cool Blue. maybe they're a little under the weather. To me, this like tastes just kind of like Gatorade. Cool Blue. That's a like blue raspberry. If you're used to Gatorade, you'll probably like this. Basically, drink some Gatorade, but now with caffeine. Like, this is tasty. I give it a solid 7.5.
Okay. Also, I found something interesting here.
I can see where you get the earthy note. What you're talking about. I can see what you mean now.
Well, if you look on the ingredient label, this one actually has black carrot juice concentrate and a blueberry juice concentrate. So maybe it's the carrot and the blueberry giving it that tone.
Well, I'm surprised it has xanthan gum, because xanthan gum is typically used as a thickening agent, and I don't know why you would want to use a thickening agent in this.
So it doesn't taste watered down, maybe?
Maybe.
Because this definitely does have a different texture, and that's throwing me off a little bit too.
Fevrolled, yes, it does have electrolytes. 200 milligrams caffeine and electrolytes.
Basically trying to make your all-in-one go. Like for me, I got an energy and a hydration with me, so this would be like, hey, an all-in-one.
So if you've drank Gatorade any time in your life, I almost guarantee you've drank an orange Gatorade before. It's like a staple Gatorade flavor for forever, since like the companies even come out. So Fast Twitch orange. Nearly identical to normal orange Gatorade. It has a little bit of the earthy note to it. Not bad, very minor, but if you've ever had orange Gatorade, you will hardly tell the difference between this and that. These, I'm actually impressed. Gatorade.
I'm gonna rule mine as incomplete until I feel better for at least this. Because
I give this an 8.
Huh.
Honestly, though, if you've ever had orange Gatorade, just a solid orange. This tastes just like an orange Gatorade. Come on, Relly, you've had an orange Gatorade. I promise.
Yes.
I guarantee. I'd put money on it.
I had one today, actually.
Yeah, orange Gatorade, a staple, classic Gatorade flavor. It's like the most iconic one. I would even argue it.
It's between the yellow and the orange as most iconic, yes.
And last but not least, because there's 5 and we only have 4, which I didn't even know they had 5. So we'll have to hunt down that last one. This one I'm actually most excited for. We have Fast Twitch Strawberry Watermelon. Oh, that smell is so good.
Actually, there's 6 in total. At least it says on the site.
The strawberry is a little bit more minor, but the watermelon's really good, really refreshing. Honestly, 7.5. I'm really impressed by what Gatorade has done here. Wow. Really, even you may like this one for watermelon.
I think so, and I actually do have this one to try, which I picked it up at the Vitamin Shop here. Which, by the way, you want to know what is another reason to listen to the Caffeinated podcast while we go over supplements and energy drinks and everything else? Well, guess what? So, the fans of the show may not know this, but Teach, you might probably know this. Was the #1 pre-workout seller in America?
If it's what I think you're gonna say, do you have a hard factual evidence this is #1?
It's been claimed by many people doing review, and they say, well, since this is the #1 seller in America, I want to try it.
If it's the one I think you're about to say, I don't think it's #1. That if it's what I think you're gonna say, the company,
or at least it used to be.
There's a difference between #1 selling and it's cheap and it's on every convenient and Walmart store shelves, and don't buy it. It's such shit. It's so underdosed. Like, it's just, don't buy C4. It's not good. Get something else.
Yes, it's supposed to be C4. So, if anyone watched a TikTok around the Super Bowl, So, Jake, we'll get to that soon, but so C4, right, made a smart energy line, a peach mango and a strawberry guava. Now, I said this flan out. I said my co-host and my mod will not want to try this. Ty thinks that guava tastes like foot. And Teach, I don't think you're a guava guy.
No, my Speedway has all of the C4 cans, and I think I'll take one for the team within the next upcoming episodes and buy one of each and review each.
So, here's the deal. It's heavy on the strawberry, but then the guava kicks in. And if you were to simply take a sip and put this down, you're going to say, what the hell is going on? The guava stays in your mouth, and it will drive you crazy. Absolutely drive you crazy. Now, I don't mind it, but I'm thinking to myself, Ty would be suffering right now. Absolutely suffering. Pitiful. Well, with that said, I say 3.5 stars. Not sure if I'd have it again. But I'm kind of looking at it, right? How do you have something that's supposed to say recover, mental well-being, but then you put 200 milligrams of caffeine in it? I have an energy drink and a restore all in one. What, you have a caffeine headache and you want to relax? Like, I don't get it. It sounds like another gimmick to me. What do you think?
C4 is a gimmick. Again, I know the cans are vastly different, but like, in my opinion, anything from C4 is not worth buying. It's not worth as a daily driver. They're underdosed. It's underpriced. Like, it's not great quality. When you're doing it for the cans or the pre-workout, just get something else. I would even make the argument, like, if you had the option between grabbing a Red Bull or a Monster or a C4, go with the Monster or the Red Bull. Just stick away from C4.
Also, here's one. If we go by the can alone, now, usually we go by taste, but what does it say right here? Energy and focus. So you would think that the focus, or at least the blend, would actually be labeled on here somewhere, right? Nope. Calories, total fat, sodium, carbohydrates, sugars, add sugars, protein, niacin, and B12.
Protein?
You know, the common food label on the block.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if they actually had protein in it or not.
So calories, ends in protein, and then there's everything else, right? So, by the way, everybody, this has no carbohydrates, no sodium, niacin, 30 milligrams, that has 190% worth. So for that, that's a lot. For some people, that's an absolute lot. Then for B12, 250. No B6. Huge.
So
huge.
2 points. One, the one thing that we are always looking out for in companies is what they manufacture their product with, in the sense of what are the ingredients, and if they're using a blend, because a lot of times if it's something that is a proprietary blend, you don't want it, don't get it. Proprietary is not good. That means you're underdosing, you're undercutting, you're subsidizing, and that's what C4 is all about. Now, the other thing to remember, and we don't always touch on it, but I want to give everybody a friendly reminder, because it was a good conversation we had with Jordan last week on the episode 61. When you look at ingredients, it is important to understand how much of something they're putting into the can. Because if, like, for the example, you said it was what, 190 milligrams of niacin, or 190, yes. 190%. Your body can only absorb so much. So if they are actually putting in that percentile, that milligram of something in there, as a friendly reminder, in a way, you are pissing your money away, because your body can only absorb so much. So the leftover just gets pissed out.
So, since the guy who sent me this is in the chat, and this is for Jake Allen, you ready to reveal the new ghost flavor?
Sure.
Let me just share my screen real quick.
I recently just had the new cherry limeade spawn up near me, and I'll have to grab one of those to try for review. I know that's been out for a little bit, but any brands that the exception with a proprietary blend?
Right here.
No.
So this is a bomber pop right here.
Okay.
Supposed to be coming out later this month, probably about 2 weeks. Any thoughts on this?
I mean, kind of not surprised. Like, my only thought is that Ghost knows how to make an attractive product. The can looks really good with the whole FaZe, like, red tiger stripes. Otherwise, like, I can't think of any company off the top of my head that does a red, white, and blue bomber pop, so they may be the only ones in the market, but I don't ever go and grab a Ghost. Ghost is like one of the last things I go to grab, not because of how they are, just upsets my stomach. I'm not a huge Ghost guy.
I could agree on that. As far as red, white, and blue bomber pop, not many. I mean, Advanced GG does it, and then
Can-wise,
nobody. Can-wise, nobody. But I'm really excited about that one. I really am. At least to try it once. I actually found out this, and this sounds weird. If I'm sitting down at my desk, I feel like I can't drink it. It upsets my stomach. Well, if I'm at work and I'm gradually sipping it on the go and I'm moving, is because I'm not sure if it's because I'm like moving, I'm just not feeling it, but it doesn't affect my stomach at all.
I don't know what it is.
But also, I'm in like many different positions and I'm working my ass off.
I don't know if it's the ingredients they're using. I don't know what exactly it is in Ghost, but yeah, no, it upsets my stomach. I can maybe drink one. That's why I don't ever grab them.
Yeah, it's weird and I don't like it.
But
sad because they make a good product.
Like,
very sad.
We give credit where credit's due. Good on Ghost for coming out with a bomber pop in a can form. Hopefully it'll be decent. If we can get our hands on it, we'll definitely try it on the show. I wonder how many more they're going to do with FaZe, but it's an attractive product. It looks good. I think the white with the black and red tiger stripes looks good. It's attracting, appealing. People will definitely grab it.
Speaking of which, I love how we were talking about Jordan says he can make a flavor in 10 days. It almost took FaZe a year to come out with a flavor, and everyone's wondering, what are they going to do next? Are they coming out with a FaZe Clan powder with Ghost? We're waiting. Hello.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if they do that. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if they took the bomber flavor and made it into a powdered form.
I understand. It's just my thought is I thought this would have happened months ago. Like they got together with Ghost. I think it was like in March or April last year.
Something about that.
Something around there. I thought by late summer they would have had something. Just something. But if it's in powder form, it wouldn't shock me. So speaking of new flavors, would you gonna pull this up?
If it's what I think you're pulling up, we did have a confirmation on it, but I think it's still a good topic.
Yes. Now, let me just get this presentation here.
My topic in mind for the naming of it, how vague is a vague name? Like this, it's one of those things where like it's kind of there, but it's also kind of not. So G-Fuel just showed up today that they're coming out with a flavor called Sour Berry. And it did get the confirmation that it is not sour face berry. It's not a reskin. It's a new flavor.
Yes, they even announced on their Twitter that it's not that it's a new flavor. It's not a reskin.
I will admit, I think the tub is a very attractive design. I think it looks very good. But my only thought is that maybe it's a sour strawberry. Because it can't be a sour mixed berry, because then we're just doing FaZe berry.
I was actually wondering that too. It's like, when I'm thinking berry, what kind of berry? My thought was sour strawberry, but also it makes sense because they've never done a blueberry.
I don't think it's
never done a blueberry. Blueberry is part of FaZe and technically part of Health Potion.
Well, I mean, strawberry is technically part of it too, but like with it being red and everything, and the color and the choice, I feel like it's a sour strawberry. They don't have any confirmation, to my knowledge, as of yet, exactly what it is. All we know is that it is a new flavor. It is not a reskin, and it's one of those I wish they kind of actually came up with a cool name for. Maybe like, you know, Sour Spades, Ace of Hearts, something like Sour Berry. It's kind of just generic.
Very true, very true.
Now, speaking G-Fuel,
Sour Hearts, that would actually make very much sense. Although, since this is the Valentine's Day flavor, are you okay with this? Just as a consumer. Because I want to beat the dead horse and say, and Shock even said too, he's like, I have no idea what they're doing for Valentine's Day, guys. I hope it's pink grapefruit.
It's one of
Shock's been kind of quiet lately.
I don't think they're gonna do pink grapefruit. I was beating a dead horse last year. Relly, you know this, where I was even told by a previous G-Fuel partner that they were gonna bring back peach mango. They never brought it back. Now I'm wondering if I was lied to or if they switched the script. And honestly, regardless of me being with Glitch, I'm just gonna be honest and open. I've really fallen off the G-Fuel train. They make delicious products. It's tasty. It's eye-appealing. It's convenient. I haven't bought G-Fuel in the past like 6 months other than Shock's flavor. So is it fine by me? Sure. There are people that, once they had the whole big G-Fuel like controversy, I pretty much jumped shipped. And I feel like we all have our favorite companies, and it's fine too, but it's one of those things where I feel like sometimes people need to start opening their eyes a little more to G-Fuel and not just like be so diehard and be blinded to the writing on the wall.
It's actually kind of funny you say that because, I mean, if we go by what's in the cabinet, I think I got a good mix of G-Fuel, Advanced GG, and Juju with a little bit of Glitch Y here and there. At least I got packets still.
I mean, it's funny for me to even say that with everything behind me, because I still have my entire G-Fuel collection, because it would take me forever to sell all of this because I have so much, and I've still considered it. But, you know, I don't think we're going to see a pink grapefruit come back, just like I don't think we're going to see a peach mango come back. Is it fine as a flavor? Sure, you know, pretty much as long as you're in the color festive ranges of Valentine's Day, it suffices.
So, speaking of another G-Fuel issue, there has been an issue going on with, I just ordered the tub for pre-order. So this has actually been one of the most recent conspiracies. So this right here, now Teach. So a couple things here. Advanced GG recently came out with an app. This was app exclusive for a couple days. This is Melon Cream Pop Energy Line.
Which I don't think you've even tried on the show yet.
I have not tried it on the show, but I have fooled around with it for about a little over a week. About a week or so. So, granted, I actually prefer the energy from Advanced GG over this. Both melon flavors, but yes. So, it's weird because I feel like I found this out, the peach iced tea as well from Advanced GG. I had to tone down the water and I let it sell for a little bit and it tasted great. Probably 4 stars for the both of them. Which for this one, the Melon Ramune, like 3, just simply because it's too light. In my opinion, G-Fuel has never made a good melon. So they need to cut the shit and just stop making melon.
The other slight aspect is one's a melon cream pop, the other one's a melon Ramune, so they're slightly going to have a different profile, just slightly. But I 100% diehard agree. G-Fuel has never made a very good melon flavor, and I think they need to just stop it and jump ship.
Cut the shit and work on our flavor. Absolutely. But
plus, there was a big thing about it, and apparently there was a big batch of it that just didn't meet their satisfaction, so they essentially were like, hey, we're basically recalling it, And I honestly can't say if that's the reason why it tastes the way that it does. I feel like they realized it just wasn't a good flavor. Maybe they need to do this with Area 51. Maybe they need to be like, you know what, Area 51 was so bad, it was a bad batch. We're just gonna actually make it good. And then they came out
But
with
they
the
made
one.
it again.
Yep.
No change except a reskin. Some people have bad tub of this. And on top of that, the shakers, man. Some of them have broken when you opened them up, and some people are like, oh, well, apparently you don't know how to open a freaking shaker. Or, hey, you don't know how to dry your shaker right, and that's why it's rusting. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have to detail a shaker to not get the freaking rust off. Like, literally, everyone is being highly annoyed because they're being told to pound sand. So, we're going by G-Fuel community here. And I hope this is, it's a pinned post. February 10th. This is from Clifford Morgan. This is the CEO on the G-Fuel community Facebook page. He's admin in it. There's only 2,100 plus members in here, but here's his exact words. Let me share my screen for you again. And I will say it out loud for the people who are not watching the show. Hey everyone, thanks for sharing all your feedback about recent quality issues with our shaker cups, including rusting and breaking. We're incredibly sorry and we're working on our manufacturers to resolve these issues as quickly as possible. I guarantee I will rectify these issues and make 100% sure that all of you are satisfied with the outcome. G-Fuel has some of the best fans in the world and we've got your back. Look for more updates in the next few days. Cliff Morgan. But granted, there's some people that don't know this, and I have no idea if they sent out all the emails, and I have no idea if this happened to the Rainbow Six shakers, because if they're going to have issues with these metal shakers, I'm not sure if it's a manufacturing standpoint. Now, listen, I don't think they're going to go broke or anything, but listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're a G-Fuel fanboy, because I think there was a time where me and you kind of were.
Oh, 110%. No doubt.
I'll admit I was.
We all have been.
We all have been.
I won't deny that one bit.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're a fanboy, a cat and casual, because we were all casuals at 1.2. No matter your loyalty or your representation, you yourself, the person, are a customer. And there needs to be customer service. If something is meant to not rust, there shouldn't be rust. And when we say we got a problem, we shouldn't be, well, you fucked up. Bye. Later. Stop wasting my time. And there's been many derogatory emails basically saying, well, you neglected the product. Later. I mean, they acted as if like, hey, my tub's bad. Well, why'd you put water in it and leave it unopened or whatever? I mean,
so I'll put this into a funny scenario. It's kind of even what I was just talking about, to where like I feel like people, even as diehard fans, sometimes you need to hold your brands accountable and not just bad an eye. Because G-Fuel in the last 6 months has really been dropping the ball on a lot of stuff, shipping late, product and issue quality. I don't know if it's one of those things where like the company's just pushing out too much more than they can handle, and now they're having issues. But G-Fuel, for some reason, is the one thing to where like you're now getting shakers that are rusting. I don't know if it's because it's the new style of shaker or if it's happening with the old metal ones as well. Bad batches of product. But everybody just bats blind out and they're like, oh, tap on the back there, Cliff. Like, you'll get there, buddy. It's okay. It's like, when are you going to stand your ground and hold them accountable?
A millionaire versus a customer who's, listen, I don't care if you're making minimum wage. I don't care if you're a millionaire. You're still a customer. I don't care if it's Cliff Morgan saying this. I don't care if it's Ahmad saying this. Now, listen, there's some people that work for G-Fuel that are sweethearts. People that are affiliated that are sweethearts. Giant Price, great guy.
Sweetheart.
Chloe, sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. But it doesn't matter what it is. The product is supposed to hold its ground.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be the king of the industry. Why are you treating people in your customer service like dog shit? Unacceptable.
Yep.
Absolutely unacceptable.
And I think it's a big reason why you are starting to see G-Fuel kind of fall now, and Advance has been able to pick up and become a higher spot and a higher name.
Yeah, I mean, if you take Big Sin out of the equation, I mean, there's a lot of people that were recruiting a lot of people to try and see if they could get G-Fuel partnered, and sure enough, they jumped onto the Advanced GG bandwagon and the Gamer Subs bandwagon. And listen, it's more than just VTubers and, you know, influencers, all that. I mean, Advanced, I gotta say, they're pretty hit and miss as far as I go, but they're a respectable company. Now, listen, have I gotten some emails that I particularly have not liked? Yeah. Well, if I go by just the product and other people's experiences, I can't really knock them.
And I don't know, like maybe all the talent managers they fired last year, maybe they need to rehire them and bring them in as customer support, because their customer support's lacking. And I know I've heard highly of Advanced GG's customer support. Again,
Indeed.
You can love the product. G-Fuel tastes great, but I think as a whole community or not, because that really should not have a reference. Any community can be a fantastic community. Whole companies has gone glitch. One of the reasons why I joined them is because they have a fantastic community. But if the CEO of this brand was a piece of shit and was treating their employees wrong and they had terrible service, well, I wouldn't stick with them. I'm not going to stand behind a brand that I don't fully support myself.
I mean, I'm a free agent because I don't consider myself a content creator. Like, I mean, outside of this show, I stream once in a while casually when I have time and I'm in the mood. And, you know, there might be one or two people joining. That's about it. That's fine. I don't have a PC. I'm on a PS4. I don't think I have the budget to get a PS5 and go crazy because I got some hard things going on. But at the end of the day, if I actually had the opportunity in front of me to do what I have to do. Now, I don't know any. We haven't personally reached out to these G-Fuel. What do we call them? These new ambassadors?
Mm-hmm.
The new ambassadors.
That's a whole nother topic for another episode, because I've heard so much like up and down about that program.
I've heard a lot of bullshit, and I've heard a lot of people going, well, I'm not sure how this works. I'm going to see if we could ask a guy on the show. And to be honest with you, if he or she has the cojones to tell it as it is, I give them credit. And if we are going to try and bring a little bit of clarity, we want to do this in the right way. And again, I feel like I'd feel pretty bad if I put them in a bad spot too. You know what I mean? Like, I've always said this here. I want to ask tough questions to people, but never to the point where it makes anyone uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to go too much IRL. I don't want to ask something
it's not
really
IRL.
put their
It's
job in a position
it's
like
business.
Yeah, I just don't want to go overboard and just say, screw you, it's business.
The ambassador program, all I'm going to say is this, because this is literally a whole topic for another episode, is one, a lot of talent managers previously that were let go and more heavily disliked this program because G-Fuel had this idea a long time ago, and a lot of people said no to it because they felt like it would actually hurt the brand. And two, I don't have 110% clarity on this is true or not, but I've been told by multiple sources that have called this out, is that if you are an ambassador, you're basically giving away free publicity with having your code, even though you don't get any kickback. If I use your code, you are not getting paid out for it until that company becomes a partner.
And every single other brand, if you are with them and you have a code, you get a little compensation.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to go into details about that, but it's just procedure on how that works. That's just how the standard business works. So essentially, this makes money for G-Fuel, and they just get, hey, this guy used my code. Yay! Hopefully he uses it next time.
But, and the funny transition from this, these came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago-ish. I don't have Vitamin Shoppe near me, and I finally got them shipped to me, and big reminder, when you're shipping cans to somebody, make sure you're in a decent quality box. Make sure they're decently wrapped up in bubble wrap and extra protection. Because I ordered 2 of these, one came busted, and I got 2 DBZ, and they both got pretty biffed. So in a funny
Also,
transition,
I gotta say though, Teach, when I saw these online, listen, I know that the G-Fuel artwork guys, some of them got laid off, some new guys came in, something. When I first looked at this online, and even on my end, it kind of looks half done. But if you look at the sparkle in the end, not as bad as I originally thought. And if you look at the Rasengan, the shine and detail in there, very well done. Very well done.
I say we will still review products even if we have disagreements or even if we talk smack. Shit, earlier Relly was literally you talking about C4 and I was talking crap about it. Just because you talk crap about it doesn't mean we aren't going to review it. It's still out there.
Hey,
you
just for the
good, you gotta review the bad.
Just for the record, we shit on C4, and I'm gonna be having this sometime this week. So we try to be unbiased here. And if Glitch ever made a bad flavor, I'm pretty sure Teach would say, "Hey, this is a bad flavor."
Oh, I already have, and I even posted to our TikTok. It's already public. I have said up and down multiple times, even me being partnered with Glitch. If Glitch messes up, I'm gonna call him out for it. I don't care. Even if they want to strip me of my partnership. It was the Dragon Sweat, the very first one we tried, V2.
Oh yes, that's right. I thought there was another one. Also,
no.
If anyone is missing a straight lychee flavor, what I would do is go to the Glitch Y site and use Teach's code. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not sure if Advanced GG has theirs in stock, but I do from what I heard, do the Glitch Y lychee.
I'm waiting for my tax returns to come in because I just want to buy all the new gaming line tubs at once so I can just do a big episode reviewing all the new gaming line from them because I'm really excited for the gaming line by Glitch because I think they've really made something special here. I think they've really kind of went back to the old formula in a way. But no, again, when we first tried Dragon Sweat V2.
So Eli, I apologize. We have to catch up on Gamer Subs and Sneak a little bit more. But is this kind of like what G-Fuel did with the what was it? The strawberry kiwi jingle juice tubs, and next Christmas they just brought the same ones and people said that they bubbled up so much. Selling old stock. I'm assuming that's what it is. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But Teach, you want to do the honors on these?
So, without further ado, trying the new G-Fuel Naruto Cream Soda and DBZ Kamehameha in can form. So, where are we going? Naruto first?
Yep. By the way,
this one doesn't have a tub.
This one, I had like 2 sips of this because I tried it by mistake. I forgot, my dumbass. But the rest of it leaked on my desk, and I had like this much left, and I had to put it in the sink. And I'm like, son of a bitch! I was so mad at myself.
So
I forgot what it tasted like either.
These are 140 milligrams. This one doesn't have a tub.
Yep.
Hopefully it's good.
Ooh.
It's got a weird smell to it.
Actually, this is orange popsicle, man.
Orange
I
popsicle?
smell orange.
Wait, have you not tried it yet?
I have not tried this, no.
Oh, okay. Well, it's supposed to be a cream soda, and it kind of smells like creaminess.
Dude, is this... Hold on. Orange Vibe had a reskin. Why does this smell like Orange Vibe?
I don't think it's necessarily an orange, but your brain it's connecting that similar receptor because it smells similar to an orange, but it's not orange. It's definitely
my brain is registering Orange Vibe.
But I find it funny it's called soda ice candy when tastes more like a cream soda.
But if you remember, the Orange Vibe cans got a reskin. It's like the berry bomb, but it's all just oranges. The sheets have it. The sheets have them.
All right. without further ado, Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah, Boogness. It's supposed to be Ramune soda, but I've tried the
Soda ice
regular
candy.
Ramune. I don't think that's it.
Wait, this is supposed to be Ramune soda?
Yeah.
Weird. All right.
Which I've said the Melon Ramune is better than the Gundam Ramune, but I digress.
So for the record, I've never had a Ramune anything.
Oh, dude. Dude, that's great. That's great.
I don't know how to feel about it. Because to me, it tastes like a cream soda.
It's a cream soda.
Really, what do you review it?
This is a cream soda. Definitely has a citrus note in there of some kind. But
What's your rating?
this would be a regular, dude. The one place in Danbury, Connecticut that actually has a G-Fuel can I go out of my way for outside GNC. Literally, nobody else has it until GNC and the Vitamin Shoppe came to town. And this Vitamin Shoppe didn't start carrying G-Fuel, which it's this, the DBZ, and the Snow Cone. The Snow Cone is Russian roulette, mind you. This I'd go back for it. If that's not a 5-star can, that's 4.5 stars.
Wow, you are a big fan.
Huge. Hey, Lepresti, welcome in. New face to my knowledge. So, any questions, please let us know, brother.
Don't know how to put it into words other than it's kind of like a cream soda. You definitely get a cream note in there. There's something else I can't put my finger on, but maybe it's that soda aspect. To me, it's a 7. It's nothing amazing. It's not bad, though.
This is kind of weird for you, in that your facial expression is weirded out because your brain seems like it's processing soda, but it's not.
I don't know how to react to this. Like, there's like a creaminess to it, and then there's like I want to say soda-y, but it's kind of like a cream soda, but it's kind of not. It's so weird, and there's no candy to it. That's why I don't get why it's called soda ice candy.
Cream, a splash of vanilla.
Is cream and vanilla are almost the same thing. It's not bad. I don't know if I'd pick it up again.
I think I would. And there's been a lot of 6 out of 10s that it's weird because there's a couple 6 out of 10s that you would grab again and some you wouldn't. For 7 out of 10, I find it weird how you wouldn't. But yet, I say the same thing about Compound V. It's 4 stars. It's not bad. It's not awful. It's hard to describe. You can't recommend it to a friend, but you also wouldn't go out of your way for it.
Well, yeah, even with
But it's
ratings,
good.
though, we do rate on taste, but even with higher rating ones, doesn't always mean we'll go back to them.
So to you, this is like me with Compound V. I understand that.
I like those cans. I don't grab them often, but I think they're good.
Now, this is what I'm scared of.
So, for the reference, I don't really ever drink it. I only tried it once because I want to keep it more for collecting purposes. But I think this is the best leche flavor they've ever made. In powder form, it is a strawberry leche. The strawberry is actually pretty good. The leche is minor. I am highly hopeful for this.
Do we dare? Me and Leche are oil and water.
If I can even get the can open because of how this is busted.
Busted?
I don't know if I can actually really show it.
Well, goddamn.
But like it's just barely open right here.
She's warped.
Oh yeah, this package came messed up.
Have dents in it?
Oh, the package came almost fully destroyed.
Jesus. All right.
All right, I got it.
Oh boy.
That's an interesting smell.
Very interesting smell.
So again, 140 milligrams, supposed to be strawberry leche. Really, without further ado, Kamehame Yamami me.
Ah, crapola. Thankfully, it's heavy on the strawberry, but definitely not my favorite. Not bad as I thought, though. Not bad as I thought. Because straight leche, this would be thrown out my window.
I'm just going to point out again how so far G-Fuel missed on this product. You have one of the all-time biggest franchises, Dragon Ball Z, one of the top 3 biggest animes of all time. You could have brought back Peach Mango for this, and it would have been the biggest hit ever.
And it was sold out across the world. Yeah, this would have sold throughout the world. Japan, you name it. With...
All right, really, give me your review because I'm going to go in hard on this.
If you want your power level to be at 9,000 or more, I do not think this is it. If you are looking for a strawberry flavor, you do not know what leche is. You will say that it's strawberry with this weird aftertaste to it. If you really love the leche, you're going to like powder more. For me, this is just okay. Probably wouldn't have it again. 3 stars at 5.
I am highly surprised you're rating this 3 stars because I think the powder form is actually better. I think it's a better strawberry. The leche is very minor. This is the very first G-Fuel can I can ever say I do not like.
Actually, hold on. I'm getting a weird aftertaste.
The leche tastes god-awful. This is the first time I 110% agree with Relly. This is Lemon Pledge's third cousin that shouldn't have been invited to dinner.
Actually, make that 2 stars.
The strawberry is hardly noticeable. This is not good.
Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to recover over here. You're saying that now that you agree with me that this is bad?
This is not good. I'm not saying like that connection wise, but like I see what you're saying because this, when I tasted La Leche, I get the whole Lemon Pledge's third cousin. I like deep down my brain.
It's that floral chemical. You're screwing up the strawberry, and why are you here?
Deep down, my brain really wants me to give this a hard 4. I feel like being generous and giving it a 5. We'll go to 4.5. I would never drink this again. I would never buy this again. I would never recommend this to somebody. Go and try the powder.
Did you have another can of this before?
No, this is the first time I've tried either.
You think you had a bad can?
I can try to review the other one maybe next week because I don't feel like just opening up 2 of them. It's a possibility it's a bad can, but this is not good.
Also, for collecting purposes, I could go to my Vitamin Shoppe and grab you another one of these and ship it to you. Because we're constantly going back and forth sending each other boxes. I could, of course, just put a sticky note on one, just say Teach.
Yeah, G-Fuel, you missed the mark. This should have been Peach Mango. Do better. Biggest anime of all time. Top 3. This is not it, Chief.
Okay, so how about a brand that we've liked? And it's nice because Eli brought this up.
Yep, I'm hyped for it.
The Rise Country Time Lemonade. We're both lemonade people. I am concerned that's going to be a little too sweet, but I'm about it. Yourself?
So, a couple things. One, we don't talk about pre-workouts here, but for the record, highly recommend Rise. I take other pre-workout companies. I've also tried Rise for pre-workout. They make fantastic products. They're very transparent about their products. No BS to them. I can't recommend enough for pre-workouts. Their cans are phenomenal. You want to talk about a company you start needing to take like notes from? They're doing big time collabs. They taste fantastic. Good ingredients. 200 milligrams. Like Rise is knocking out of the park. And they updated their entire labels. All their cans now have new labels because of that whole thing we talked about previously with like companies advertising to kids. They were hit by that too. All their labels are different now.
And just for the record, everybody, everyone was wondering if this was going to be some sort of Karen or an adult coming forward. This was actually from the FDA, because depending on where you go, if you are from the FDA, you are with a child, you go into a gas station, you say, hey, look at every single fridge. Look through the glass and say, which ones do you look cool, or which ones would you want to try? And if the kid grabs a can that's 300 milligrams of caffeine, you're going to say, okay, I got to do something about it. Although on a side note, if anyone wants a post-workout, the Rise, the flavor strawberry pineapple.
So
wow,
on the topic of who they've collabed with, they have done Kool-Aid, they've done Sunny D, they have collabed with Ring Pop, they have collabed with
Smarties.
Now Country Time, they've collabed with Smarties. They also just had a flavor come out that was Great Bazooka Gum. Not all their collabs are cans, because they also do collabs with their protein powder, like Marshmallow, Jet Mellow, however it's pronounced. They also did it with everybody's favorite Moon Pies, which is a current protein powder I have. A ton of their big hits are collabs with big companies, and they taste on point to them.
Okay, so if we go by the big anime collabs, we got Dragon Ball Z, we have Naruto. So this has been a little topic of lately, especially since it's even basically a holiday over there now.
And Gundam.
And Gundam, yes. As far as lengthwise, longevity-wise, we have Gundam. So, actually, big boy, if you remember Jordan being on the episode last week, we hate the die factor. We do. But when are we going to have One Piece have a drink?
I don't know, maybe it'll take another 1,000 days.
Because everyone says Mario or Pokemon, and I'm sorry, but that company that does, those companies that do the both of them, they are essentially impossible. That is like a Fort Knox barrier for any type of marketing. The cease and desist that goes on any of those Nintendo companies, oh my God, is brutal. So I hate to say it, people, but if you want a Pokemon, like if you want a Pikachu lemonade, good luck. If you want a Mario, a Fireball flavor, something, good luck.
Also, to the question posted earlier, what's the lowest rated can score I've ever given? It is a 4, and that was to DBZ, because this is trash. And honestly, my stomach doesn't feel great right now. It has a very uneasy feeling after drinking this. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to be real with you, Chief. I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
Actually, the worst can I have ever reviewed, 1 star RGF.
Okay, yeah, I take that back. I take that back, though. That's, yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to suppress the thought of RGF.
So, if anybody doesn't know this by now, because we've known each other for, the greater part of a year and a half or so, but
2 years.
One of the things that, about 2 years, yeah. So, there's one thing that me and Teach learned early, is that he knows I hate Raging Gummy Fish, can or powder, and I know that this man hates mint. So over this weekend, I was going to see a hockey game in Boston. I'm seeing the Bruins host the Capitals.
Wait, you saw it where?
Boston.
In Boston?
Yeah, and by Boston, I'm at Quincy Market, a little mile away from the Harvard Yard. So I actually have myself some lobster mac. And afterwards, yeah, very good. Listen, Quincy Market is proper, I gotta tell you. So afterwards, I grabbed myself some ice cream. And oh my God, they actually have a flavor there called chocolate therapy, which, ladies, I'm not sure which one of you came up with that, but congratulations, it sounds phenomenal. But I actually grabbed myself, Teach, and this is the part where you're going to cringe. I had myself mint chocolate chunk.
What, ice cream?
And yes.
Hold on.
And
That's completely different. Mint
Oh,
chocolate chip ice cream
so-
is fine because that tastes good, but I don't want it in my drink.
Okay, but here's the thing. I thought you hate mint anything, period, because I'm having this and I'm telling my very good friend and his girlfriend how you hate mint. And they're like, really? And I'm like, listen, I've known Teach for 2 years. This guy's a tequila guy, and this guy doesn't even want mint in his mojito. This guy hates mint. And they just like, damn, that's kind of, a little bit. And I'm like, and I'm kind of registering this now. And I'm like, dude, how are you okay with mint chocolate chip ice cream, but anything related to the drink, even when it's a garnish, you're going, buddy, what the hell are you doing to me?
Look, mint with chocolate is fine. It tastes good. Even chocolate with mint, that's
Yeah,
fine.
God, so.
But in my drink, I don't want to drink toothpaste. I am a tequila guy. I am a tequila guy. I'll drink tequila. Just don't get me tequila because you know what they say
mint
about what happens when
garnish.
people drink tequilas.
It's not. It's a garnish.
Even as a garnish, I don't garnish my drinks with toothpaste. Shit, maybe this will make DBZ taste better if I garnish it with mint. Maybe the mint will take away the leche. Maybe that's what it needs.
Hey, is somebody gonna tell me that I need to grab some of the powder and mix it with strawberry banana to make it better?
Maybe Lemon Pledge's third cousin, Leche, need to have its second cousin show up, which is mint.
If we had to go by the top 3 worst cans you've ever had, it's RGF,
DBZ.
it's this, and what is the third one you would put in there? Hard choice, right?
For G-Fuel?
Yeah.
I'm looking. I typically like most of their cans, in all honesty.
RGF, and it's weird because, like, if you were to rate bad cans, I could tell you which bad can I hate, but then, like, when it's good, it's on. Like, Snow Cone, when it's bad, it's bad. You can't finish half of it. But Snow Cone, when it's good, it's very enjoyable.
Damn, man, I don't even know.
The inebriated. Britt's got some jokes now.
That's just what we call the caffeinated podcast after dark, where we just it's more vulgar, more 18 plus. Drinks are happening.
And Teach looks a little hot in the dock.
The show after the show. Yeah, this is the part 2, the next hour, the caffeinated podcast part 2, the show after the show.
It's like and clear. All right, schmuck, beer me. You jerk offs home. Okay, good. Roll it.
This is where Relly breaks out the Coors Light. He starts lighting up a cigar.
Coors Light, no Coors Light here. Give me a Yingling preferably. I actually try not to drink.
Look, at least you have Yinglings. Treasure that. You have Yingling. Treasure that. Not everybody has Yingling.
It is quite a delicacy for those people that don't know.
When my team used to travel across states for big paintball events, we would go and stock up on Yinglings and bring it back to Michigan because we don't have it here.
Really? You never told me this.
Yep.
You never told me this.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm in the tri-state. That originated in Pennsylvania. I'm in Connecticut. It's been been doctored in for probably God knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it blows my mind is the fact that this isn't all over America. It's America's oldest brewing company. What was that?
We were asking if either of us have tried Stella Artois cider, and it's pretty good.
I think once. But Stella, if I had to go for a beer at a sport event, that'd probably be what I'd go with. Because
if you want a good light beer, Stella Artois. And remember, it's Stella Artois, not Stella Artois, for those that didn't know.
Yes, the accent.
But I think we're getting a little off topic here.
So back on caffeine stuff before we start making this a beer page.
The show after the show.
Featuring Sam Adams in the Harvard Yard. Wow, I can't believe I'm sick. I sound more Boston than New York.
So we
New England
covered
Yankees, son of a bitch.
Gatorade's newest product, Fast Twitch. Relly and I were both impressed. These taste great, tastes like Gatorade, but has caffeine now. Honestly, go out and try one. I don't think you'll be disappointed if you like Gatorade. We talked about G-Fuel's new flavor, soon to be out. Sour berry. It's kind of vague. We talked about Ghost's new can coming out.
Hey,
FaZe
who
Pop.
wants to? Hey, here's a little show after doc. Hey, are you ready? All right, hold on. Let me get in character.
We tried the new Naruto can, the new DBZ can, and to finish off the show, you were seeing the DBZ can get dumped out the window because it's not good. I didn't know it took really this long to get into character to dump out a can.
Is everybody ready for this one?
Window dump? Oh, Jake, if you've not been here before, this is a thing we do on the show to where if something's not good, it goes right out the window.
By the power invested in me and the man, the legend, my handsome co-host, and the Holy Ghost, I now pronounced you to be down to the gravel. And yes, this is actually my getup where I pretend to be a priest and make some bullshit joke. But anywho, scratch the bullshit. Let's get to the real thing. Everybody up, hey, up, and we give her a send. If anyone thinks I'm fooling,
Nah, that's straight out the window.
I hope to God there's nothing beneath this one. Hold on, let me check. And don't stare at my ass.
I hope Penny's not out there.
Actually, I may or may not have poured it on the snowblower.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Hey, if that could handle snow and salt, I think it can handle a little bit of
Lemon Pledge.
third cousin.
Yep.
I cleaned it.
So without further ado, that was everything we've covered tonight in episode 62. We still have more to try in these next upcoming weeks as well. Plenty more companies, plenty more stuff to do, because Relly and I very soon will be doing our big review, one giant entire episode to Rogue. We'll be having that coming in the next couple weeks because we got all their stuff. They just came out the brand new cans. We want to get the new can in for us, and then we'll be having it.
Actually, I'm going to have to talk to you about that one because last time I checked, so I only got one of each. I actually drank one just to see what it was like because I was curious. Again,
So Relly's got to get him again.
My dumbass effort. We're trying to work something out because last time I checked, Rogue came out with a new can flavor, one.
Yep.
And two, I think it only came in like a 12-pack.
Yep. And I just got an email because if anybody wants to try Rogue with us for that episode in the next upcoming weeks, let me double check real quick.
Yeah, damn, the black cherry lemonade is only in a 12-pack.
You can use code Valentine's at Rogue to get 50% off a starting kit to try out Rogue with us.
And we have. And anybody who wants to know, Teach, I'm not sure if you want it yet, but I actually have all my Rogue samples here. So, just for example, we got now again, this was the flavors that were available at the time. We got a fruit punch hydration. Energy-wise, we have blue raz, black cherry, pina colada. I know you'll probably be exempt from that one, Teach. Blood orange, rocket pop, and sour candy. Which, sour candy, probably because of the one ingredient in there, it's a little brittle, but it'll be fine. But I'm actually really excited to try these, but we got a lot of stuff. Literally, guys, we are backed up with stuff to try. We only have so much airtime and only so much prep time, and we will go from there.
On the last final note, I cannot stress it enough. If you have not watched episode 61, go watch last week's episode with Jordan Bishop, the CEO and founder of Drink Freshen Up. Very humble gentleman. He's very knowledgeable, very experienced, and knows what he's talking about. Fantastic episode. You're going to learn a lot about this industry. You're going to learn a lot about their product. Go check it out. It's a fantastic watch.
And just before we take off, I know there's some times where we get into our rhythm, and there's a lot of times where sometimes people who are from in the live chat that do not get their question answered, which I apologize. Teach apologizes. And if your question did not get asked, just make sure when the show is done, Freshen Up Code's big boy, I would go to their Twitter account and find one. There's a lot of good creators, a lot of good people over there. But if your question has not been answered on the show because either we didn't look at it or the feed happened or anything, when the video's done, post your comment and we will get back to you as best as we can. I promise you. We will give you our best. And the same thing goes with any ideas, anything you want to see, or if we've covered it already and you want a quick answer back with just a reply underneath the question, we will do our best for you.
Or, as it shows on the ticker right here, shoot us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Twitter. Send us a message or, put a tweet. And again, at caffeinated_PC for Twitter. Follow us on Twitter if you aren't already following us, and follow us on TikTok where you can see the clips, reviews, and
absolutely, because that our TikTok be crazy. Which, spoiler alert, you may laugh, you may cry, but you will get clarity, as always, from yours truly.
But that's episode 62. Without further ado, we have reviewed a bunch tonight, and we got more coming. Again, go watch episode 61. But as always, it's only February. If you have anything special going on for Valentine's Day, enjoy it with your loved one. If not, come watch the podcast. Watch previous episodes, because we love you. We'll be your Valentines. We'll be your daddies.
Who is your daddy? What does he do? They do an energy drink podcast.
Without further ado, we love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in every Monday night at 7 p.m. for the show. Please take care, be happy, be safe, be healthy, but most importantly, stay caffeinated.
I saw